Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці, українки.
I wish you health, fellow Ukrainians. At the end of this week, another week of our Ukrainian strengths, it is time to sum up the results of our gratitude. To those Ukrainians who have distinguished themselves, the most important in protecting lives and Ukraine over the past 7 days. Our warriors, our rescuers. Soldier Yaroslav Bevs, a warrior of the 47th Separate Mechanized Brigade. He was one of the first in the assault group to enter and gain foothold in Robotyne, Zaporizhia. He was the one who returned the Ukrainian flag to the school in Robotyne that had been destroyed by the Russians. Thank you, Yaroslav. Thank you to all your brothers in arms, and to all other warriors of different ranks from different units who are doing everything possible to ensure that our flag is in its rightful place throughout the territory of our state. Our combat medics, thank you for your heroism, for every life saved, for our warriors. Today I would like to recognize soldier Yana Khvostikova, a medical orderly of the medical company, and Junior Sergeant Tatiana Svyatets, a nurse of the 47th Brigade. Thank you. Soldier Danilo Marushchak, a tank commander from the 53rd Separate Mechanized Brigade. He fights on the outskirts of Avdiivka. He fights bravely, and he fights with precision. Thank you. Senior sailor Alexander Nosel, the 37th Separate Marine Brigade. Thank you for your bravery, Alexander. Junior Sergeant Volodymyr Makarevich, a drone operator, is very efficient. The 46th Separate Air Mobile Brigade. Thank you, Volodymyr, for every hit. Senior Lieutenant Volodymyr Fomin, an artilleryman of the 36th Separate Marine Brigade. Thank you for the systematic and powerful destruction of the occupiers. Our Special Forces personnel. Junior Lieutenant Yaroslav Rashchupkin, Senior Sergeant Semen Denisenko, and Junior Sergeant Serhiy Bolotny. The guys are working in the north of our country, protecting Ukraine from Russian saboteurs. Thank you for your defense of the Sumy region. I would also like to mention the warriors who are protecting Ukrainians from Shaheds. I thank each and every one of them. I would especially like to mention senior soldiers Olena Klimova, Alexander Keshko, and soldier Vitaly Vovloshin. Thank you for your coordinated actions and successful destruction of targets. Our rescuers, employees of the State Emergency Service from different regions of Ukraine, in particular Odessa region, those who took part in the liquidation of the consequences of terrorist attacks on critical infrastructure, Chief Master Sergeant of the Civil Defense Service Mikhailo Shishman and Petro Stankov, Major of the Civil Defense Service Valentin Sali. Thank you. Dnipropetrovsk region, Chief Master Sergeant of the Civil Defense Service Maxim Vakovich, and Igor Tarasenko, Senior Lieutenant of the Civil Defense Service Serhiy Makarenko. They personally evacuated the wounded from the destroyed bus station in Dnipro after the Russian attack and rescued a man from under the rubble. And this is just one of the episodes of their work. I'm grateful for saving Ukrainians. Zaporizhia region, a very difficult direction, Sergeants of the Civil Defense Service Alexander Chipa and Serhiy Panchenko. Thank you, guys, for your work in Orikhiv. Sergeant of the Civil Defense Service Yevhen Puzanov and Captain of the Civil Defense Service Oleg Novokhatko. Thank you. Both of them distinguished themselves in the city of Gulyapole after the Russian shelling. They saved lives. And today, without names, without details, but there is something to recognize our intelligence officers and special services for. The personnel of the main intelligence directorate and the security service of Ukraine. All of them. Well done, indeed. I am proud of our warriors. I am proud of our people. As usual, there will be meetings of the staff this week. The agenda is already set. In particular, there will be decisions that will allow us to further strengthen our warriors, allow military commanders to prepare their infrastructure for new Ukrainian aircraft more actively, allow diplomats to promote everything that our warriors need more actively in communication with partners. The requests from each of the units are very clear. This is exactly what the results of Ukrainian diplomacy should be. Glory to all who defend Ukraine and Ukrainians. Glory to Ukraine.